This Midday Kentucky cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday. We are here in the kitchen at Wild Time with Chef Allison Davis, and it is Kentucky's favorite time of year.
True enough.
Derby. So, of course, you're going to make some Derby.
Benedictine.
Is that a Kentucky thing?
It is a Kentucky
All
thing.
right,
You can actually go into grocery stores and you can find Benedictine dip in Kentucky. Anywhere else, I don't think that you'll find it.
I'm about to get learned, for real.
This recipe, I did a little digging into the history of it. This was made famous in Louisville by a catering company. The last name is Benedict. And so they made this Benedictine spread, and it was the early 1900s, and it's just become a Kentucky staple from then on. So a lot of times I'll see this at bridal showers, baby showers.
So it's kind of a nice little fancy dip.
Yeah, but tea sandwiches.
Oh.
So it's like a cucumber spread that goes on tea sandwiches.
That's even more fancy.
So it's definitely a Derby party must with your mint juleps. So we're just going to put the dip together in a food processor. It's really, really quite simple. We're going to take a block of cream cheese. And then I have a little bit of grated onion.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, so more or less, I'm not really adding that much of the onion as I am some of the onion juice.
Now, do you do this yourself, or can you buy this pre-made?
No, you would grate your own onion.
Okay.
I mean, you could find diced onion, but I just use a box grater and just kind of grate the onion, and that helps to get the juice out, and that's really what we want because that's going to help thin out the spread.
Gotcha.
So just a little bit of onion in there. If you like more onion, go for it. All right, and then cucumber. So I'm going to take the cucumber and I'm just taking out the middle seeds because we really want the cucumber flavor, but we don't want it to be super watery. So that's why I'm taking out the center part.
So you want a fairly big cucumber when you're finding ones.
Yes,
okay.
and then I usually go with the English cucumbers.
Oh, okay. Those are the ones that come wrapped up, right?
Yeah, and they're seedless.
Side note.
Yeah. All right, and then this is kind of my addition, but I always like to put a little bit of dill in there. I just think dill is so great and flavorful.
I love when you use herbs because the smells just come at you.
Right, and the flavor. All right, so a little salt and pepper. A little more pepper.
Or a lot of pepper.
Yeah, and then just a touch of mayo, okay? And that, again, is just gonna help with that creamy, spread.
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna blend this together. And again, the food processor is just your friend because it's going to do all the work for you.
It seems so simple.
It is very simple. All right, so we'll put this together. Clear this out of the way. And that's it.
Wow. Seriously?
Yeah, so for a Derby party, this is super quick, super easy. And again, the food processor just kind of blends it all together so it's nice and smooth. But are you willing to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is rye bread, very classic. You would, kind of have a nice little cheese sandwich. Then we could, got to cut the crust off, of course.
Make it even more fancy. That
yeah.
dill adds a pop of color to it, which is nice.
You could do even... I thought I had, oh yeah, so sometimes you'll see even where they'll take a little bit of cucumber and kind of slice it as well to go on the bread. And so...
Just for that little added oomph.
Well, and texture too, right?
Practical stuff, not the aesthetics.
Well, it's going to be pretty. It's going to give it some crunch, and it's going to kind of bulk up the sandwich a little bit. So.
All right, Allison, is there a proper way to eat a tea sandwich? Do we have to do pinkies up?
Go for it. No, I don't think there's a proper way in Kentucky. I think we just eat it,
just dig in.
Yeah, and just dig in.
These are really, really pretty for just, it seems like something that would take a lot of time because I guess anytime you have little delicate foods like this, you think,
well, they look impressive.
They do.
But they really don't take that much time at all. I mean, we did that in less than 5 minutes. So.
And they have history, so you can feel.
Seriously, try it and see what you think if you like cucumbers.
I'm going to try. I'm going to make a mess because that's what I do.
I'm such a fan. And I love the rye bread, but I know some people that aren't fans of rye bread. So you could certainly add white bread or serve it with pita chips or just serve it with cucumber.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different flavors in here. I'm glad you taught us about this today. I now feel more educated, fancy in Kentucky.
Yeah.
As I make a mess.
Well, now you know another recipe for your derby party. You guys know where to find this recipe. You can go to middaykentucky.com/recipes. I'm Chef Allison Davis.
I'm Amber, and I made a mess of our tea sandwiches. We'll be right back.